He was the leader, the spine of the survivors, the one who carried the weight of the island. But what if Jack Shepherd didn't survive Season 1? In the main timeline, Jack was the rock of the crash survivors, the doctor, the reluctant hero. But what if things went wrong during one of the earliest expeditions? A cave collapse, a wild boar attack, or simply fate? In this alternate reality, Jack dies in the first season, likely around the time he ventured into the caves with Charlie and Locke. A fatal misstep, a decision no one could undo. And just like that, the survivors lose their lighthouse. Before they even know they need one. With Jack gone, leadership doesn't disappear. It fractures. Sayid, logical and tactical, tries to maintain structure. He builds water systems, patrols security, but he's not built to lead hearts, only strategies. Kate, still reeling from her own inner chaos, refuses leadership, but ends up becoming a moral center by default. Yet she's impulsive, and the group can sense it. And then there's Locke, mysterious, calm, purposeful. Without Jack to balance him, Locke's voice starts to rise. His talk of fate and the island's purpose feels less like mysticism and more like leadership. A quiet coup is forming, one no one sees coming. Characters change fast without Jack's influence. Hurley, without Jack's steady kindness, he withdraws. Sawyer, with no one to challenge his ego, he pushes boundaries further, maybe even becomes protector or tyrant. Charlie, he spirals faster. Without Jack pulling him out of the cave collapse or drug withdrawal, his arc ends too soon. Claire, lacking guidance, she puts more trust in Locke, and that trust leads her somewhere much darker. This is no longer a hopeful group of strangers trying to survive. This is a colony of fractured identities, waiting to collapse. And what about the island? Jack was never the chosen one like Locke or Hurley. But the island needed balance. Jacob needed opposition to the man in black. Science needed to stand beside faith. Without Jack, that equilibrium breaks. Locke, now unopposed, finds the hatch alone. He opens it too soon, without Boone's sacrifice, without doubt. The result? Chaos, not revelation. In the original timeline, Jack was the one who negotiated, protected, and held the line between the survivors and the others. Without him, the beach is taken faster. Sayid tries to fight, not reason. Kate and Sawyer disagree. Locke welcomes their arrival, believing they are part of the island's will. The others don't need to infiltrate this time. They're invited. And by the time the survivors realize what they've lost, it's too late. By Season 3, in this timeline, the group no longer exists as we knew it. Locke and his believers follow one path. Into the jungle, into whispers, Kate, Sayid, and the others form a broken tribe, fighting off illusions and memories. Claire disappears. Charlie's gone. Boone is never injured, but never becomes more than a shadow. Desmond's timeline disruptions come too late. Jacob never truly finds his candidates. The island doesn't need a war. It already lost. Jack was a doctor, a broken man, a reluctant leader, but more than anything, he was the spine that held the island's fragile balance. Without him, it wasn't just the survivors who changed. It was the island itself. In this world, destiny was silent, because no one was left to hear it. What do you think would have happened without Jack? Would Sawyer lead better? Would Locke fall faster? Leave your theories in the comments and join us next time. This was 108 Realities. Push the button. Enter the hatch.